Hello, Shreveport Bossier. Let's make a difference today. Are you thinking of buying a home in Shreveport? In today's video, we're going to look at the pros and cons of Shadow Pines Subdivision in South Shreveport. So,
let's go!
all right, let's get in this map and look at our location in Shadow Pines Subdivision. It's off Goldsberry Road in South Shreveport, and you enter off of Ellerby Road right here, and then you turn onto Goldsberry Road, and along the way you'll begin to see the houses. But as you get really into this area right in here, you've got little cul-de-sacs and a circle loop here, and then you've got cul-de-sacs here and over here, and then you come back and then you go back out there. So we were able to, coming in, we were able to get some on both sides, and then coming back we were able to get the other side. So we gave you a really good look at what was available there. Large lots, beautiful homes, and you really it's like living in the country, but you have the conveniences of the city because you're so close to Southern Loop, which connects to I-49, and so you can go south, north, and get to anywhere you want to get to in a short distance of time. So it's an excellent location, excellent place as far as just the amount of trees that are around and all, and a lot of them are large acre or plus lots. And they've got plenty of trees, and they've left some of the trees near the road, and also it has that country feel to it, even though you're within the city limits. So Shadow Pines is a great location for you. Now, concerning the schools for Shadow Pines Subdivision, the neighborhood school is University Elementary School, and it is 16 minutes away, 8.5 miles. And you just come out of the neighborhood and go straight up and cut across, and then you're on Highway 1, which is Uri Drive, and the school is on your left. Remember, in Caddo, you have magnet schools also available if your child tests and is scores high enough to qualify to be in the magnet program. You would have other choices. So those choices would be Eden Gardens. So let's see how far Eden Gardens is. It is 15 minutes, 8.4 miles. So really a little bit shorter than the neighborhood school. You're going to come straight up and then hit Line Avenue, and you're right there at Eden Gardens. Then another choice you have is South Highlands Elementary School, magnet school. And it's 18 minutes, 12.3, a little bit further away, but it's the same idea. You could come across and hit 49 and then turn, and that would be about the same. I think the same as the Line Avenue route, because you're just going past Eden Gardens and you keep on Line Avenue and you get to South Highlands there. So well worth the drive, because South Highlands is one of the top magnet schools in the state, and their scores are excellent. Fairfield Elementary is another magnet school. It's 15 minutes away, 11.2 miles, and definitely come across and take 49 because you can really fly, and then you're just going to take Southern and then turn on Fairfield. So really close. The distance, because most of the mileage is on 49, you're going to make good time. Even early in the morning, you're going to be in great shape. All right, so let's look at the middle schools. Uri Drive Middle School is the neighborhood school, and it's 21 minutes away, 10.3. I mean, you could take 49. It's just a little bit longer, but you're going to get great time. Come back, so without a doubt, I mean, either way you go, you're going to be in great shape. but we're talking about 21 minutes driving time for the middle school. Then Caddo Middle Magnet is 17 minutes, 8.8 miles, and so really is closer than the neighborhood school, it appears. And you can come up and then get on Southern Loop and then hit 49 and then come on up and come around on Line Avenue, and the school is right there on your right. So I think both of them are 17 minutes. The blue is 17, and then this gray 49 area. But the 49 is so much faster. You don't have the lights that you do here. So I would definitely, I think, choose 49 to take my route to get to the school, and it has a great rating also. Your neighborhood high school is going to be Captain Shreve High School, and it's 21 minutes away, 10.5. And you can come up and hit East Flournoy Lucas, and then come up and hit 70th, and you're right there, or East Kings Highway, I should say. And the school is right there on your left there. Captain Shreve, being a neighborhood school, does quite well with the students that it has, and a great school. Then Caddo Parish Magnet High School, 22 minutes away, 17.4 miles, and you can come up and hit 49 and then come all the way up, hit 20, come across here right before you get going across into Bossier City, and right there, really close to the Clyde Fant Parkway, the school is located there. So Caddo Parish Magnet High School has one of the highest ratings in the state. So we're very blessed to have that ability to teach and offer for your child if they qualify to be in that program. So well worth it. Definitely a plus for Shadow Pines, because it is a choice, an option that you have. Now, if you're here for Barksdale, Shadow Pines Subdivision is going to be 27 minutes away, 15.4 miles. And I think really the best way is 49. I think that is the choice we have here. I would definitely come up to 49, go straight on, come across to Bossier City, take Barksdale Boulevard, and you can just drive straight on into the base, and the base would be right there on your left. Not far at all. In all the maps of all the places around the Shreveport Bossier area and the surrounding Halton and Keithville and all these different areas, I mean, you're easily 25, 27 minutes, maybe 30 minutes at the most, but the mileage is like only 15 or 16 miles at its furthest place. So you're definitely close with Shadow Pines. It gives you the ability to be a little bit out in the country, have a larger acreage to where you can just sit on your porch and enjoy your coffee and drinks, and then you just, as we love in in North Louisiana, I should say down here in the South, is our sweet tea. We love our sweet tea. So you can drink some tea on the front porch. It gives, what a great option you have here and all. And then eventually it could be a great home for you to come back to after retirement and be a super place to live. So, great options. I can kind of see in the future ahead there a little bit of some options that you might have. And it would, be a good time to get one while you're here instead of waiting. Because if you wait, several more years, naturally that price and that land's going to go up several $100,000 over a period of 10, 15 years, without a doubt. Yeah, great location for Shadow Pines for Barksdale. And let me say real quickly how much we appreciate you as serving in the military and coming to Shreveport Bossier, especially the Bossier City community at the Barksdale base. Barksdale's been here since 1932. I grew up with B-52s flying over my home. Didn't mind it at all. Thought it was pretty cool. And then as I got older and soon realized the importance of what Barksdale stood for, and especially when 9/11 happened and they flew the president into Barksdale for safety, I thought, we're in pretty good shape here in Bossier City because sometimes I think, well, that'd be one of the first places they'd want to bomb, so I don't think this is a good place to live. But I soon realized that, it is a hub that, definitely provides protection and strength for our community and safety. And I recognize that. And there's many that agree with me that we are proud to be counted among those that support Barksdale. And you'll find that, you may be in a restaurant and you may be in uniform, but strangers come up as if they know you and just thank you for your service and shake your hand. And you might be taken aback a little bit, when you first get here, but that's going to be the norm because we understand how important you are to us. So we here at Living in Shreveport, Bossier City are excited that you're coming to Bossier City. We are looking forward to meeting you and greeting you and helping you to find a home here in the Shreveport, Bossier area. Now, if you're needing to go to the airport from Shadow Pines Subdivision, you're going to be 23 minutes away, 17, almost 18 miles from Shadow Pines. So you're going to come out, hit 49, cut across on Burt Coons, which is 3132, hit 20, and then turn on Monkhouse Drive. And at Hollywood intersection there is the airport right here. It's a regional airport, not far, not huge by any means, but large enough to be having a regional status. And it's good enough to get us out of town. I mean, we have 4 to 6 different airlines that fly, a little bit smaller airlines. We have the American Airlines and Delta and people like that. But then there are some smaller carriers that fly in and out from small city to small city type idea. And sometimes that's what you need, and to get you into those small places where you don't have to rent a car and drive after you've flown to reach your destination. So, personally for me, my wife and I, for several years, 4 years in a row, we went to Africa to do some nonprofit work. And I'm telling you, Shreveport got us out of town, and then Shreveport got us back into town very easily. So, I firsthand know that the airport is no long lines except for holidays. And then, so during the week, you're not going to have the stress of having to fight the lines and getting in on your flight and those kinds of things. So Shadow Pines is a great location for the airport. Now, if you're needing to go downtown for work, from Shadow Pines, 20-minute drive, 16 miles, and you're going to get on 49, and 49 is going to take you all the way to 20, and 20 will then take you on into downtown Shreveport. So, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better drive because 49 is going to give you that fast flow of getting downtown. So it's not going to take you long at all to get to and fro from work in the downtown area. Now, our downtown area is a decent size. It's not like your small town, some of the small Texas towns that have, their downtown is kind of historic, but it's just a few stores on each side of the main street, and that's it. I mean, we definitely have several flow of traffic that is several streets wide and deep and all, and a lot of skyscrapers, so we have a lot going on. We have downtown apartments and condos and those kinds of things. They've turned some of the older buildings into apartments and condos, and in some of the bank buildings, that have the bank name. Well, the bank doesn't, they only take the bottom floor usually, maybe the second floor for offices. But after that, it's usually lawyers and all kinds of, engineers and all that kind of thing. But also they have apartments near, like on the upper floors there. And so kind of a cool vibe to live downtown. There's a lot of things that are offered downtown. Our big 4th of July celebration is held downtown. They put the fireworks, on a barge there on the Red River, and they shoot them from the Red River. So on the Bossier side at the boardwalk, that you could be over there and see the fireworks. And then on the Shreveport side, there in downtown Shreveport, there we have an amphitheater type thing where you can sit up on the hill, and then also people just get out on the grass there and in different areas and lay out a blanket, and in their lawn chairs, and the kids playing and all, and it's just a grand time and celebrating our nation's birthdays and the mark of independence. But also downtown has the shooting water, that comes through, and the kids can, in the heat of the summer, be able to run through and have a good time there. There's also an aquarium. There's a Sci-Port. There's a lot of activities. There's new restaurants coming up all the time. There's new boutique shops and tailors and art venues, and there's so they're trying to revitalize it and bring it back to where people would come downtown, to shop some and to go to a restaurant and those kinds of things. So you're coming at a great time because, things are kind of moving on the upward move here, and great things are happening in the Shreveport-Bossier area. So if you're having to work downtown, you're going to be really, really close. Not going to take you long. Shadow Pines is a great location for you. Now, let's take a quick look at some things that are around us when we are in Shadow Pines. You're going to find that in South Shreveport, where you're at over here, that you have the Southern Loop is right here close to 49. And so you're going to be able to come back down and then hit 49 from Southern Loop. You could venture out a little bit here. The Southern Trace Country Club is right here. So if you love golfing, then you would be really close to the golf club right there. Then we have a good 3 or 4 really strong golf clubs in the area that you would be able to in North Shreveport, and then Bossier, East Bossier, and then in South Bossier, or in Halton, the edge of Halton in South Bossier is Old Oaks. So we have 4 strong ones, and then we have some smaller ones along the way just for practice and all. So, if you love golf, Southern Pines, you're going to be, or Shadow Pines, I should say, you're going to be really close to golfing. But also access, when you look at all the roads and the way that everything is laid out here, 3132 Burt Coons Road, I should say, cuts you across from over here at Uri Drive, which is the main thoroughfare, takes you across Mansfield Road, which is another thoroughfare, and then takes you on into Interstate 20, which is our main thoroughfare that cuts through the Shreveport-Bossier area. So without a doubt, even though you say, oh, South Shreveport, I'm going to be so far away from everything, you're really not, because you have, 49 can take you all the way on up through Shreveport and get you north into the Arkansas border here. So you're not far, and then the Texas line is right over here. So, or I should say over here. There we go. Right over in here, and then here's Arkansas right there, and then Texas line right here. So this is the Ark-La-Tex, this little area right here. So you can see how all our roads, in this area right here, just, gets you into a lot of places. We have a lot of small towns, Homer, Gibson, Arcadia. They're just small little places, but you might find an antique shop, or you might find something that would be vintage or retro that you might want for a man cave or something like that. Well, you could venture off and go to these small towns to check to see what they have, because there's little diamonds in the rough for sure that you could pick up here and there. So we have restaurants galore. I mean, we have no lack for Mexican restaurants. We have a ton of them. So if you like Mexican, you're in a great place. And a lot of, I mean, most of them are excellent taste, and also it's more of a Tex-Mex flavoring because they realize, that we Americans are not true Mexicans as far as, what the true flavoring and all. So they know we like a little bit too much sugar, too much sweetness, too much of salt, too much of everything, right? So but they're great. We also have, though, I mean, we've got sushi, believe it or not, in our small little town. Everybody thought, 200,000 people, there can't be too much going on, but we got sushi. Look at that, But we have Chinese. We have also just all kinds of different flavors and cultures here. So without a doubt, Shreveport Bossier is going to offer some great things for you. We're very laid back, slow moving, but not so slow that you fall asleep. But we're moving a little bit slower than the larger cities like Atlanta and Dallas and Houston and New Orleans and places like that. Because we just don't have as many people, but you have ease of getting around very easily, unless there happens to be an accident or they're working on the road or something. But other than that, I mean, you're able to start at A and get all the way to B in a hurry. And it's not going to take you long at all. So some great things here for you to even research and find more and more. I think I've given you a starting point of what you can look for when you come to the Shreveport Bossier area. So let's put Shadow Pines on your list. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of the information is in the description below, so we can help you make a smooth move to Shreveport, Bossier City.
From my heart to your home.